when I interviewed here, it wasn't the first place I was planning to go, but on interview day, I just loved it here. I love the people here. It was the first step in my training path where I was just like, this is the place I'm supposed to be. This is what people talk about when they go to college campus. Like, this was the one for me.
One of the things that we are very interested in and have the ability to do is to really get a better idea about what your career interests are and tailor an educational program to support that.
The ability to tailor this program was huge for me. There are different, not really electives, we don't really do electives, but different opportunities where you can add additional training, whether it's, extra time in the metabolic bone clinic, spending time with a musculoskeletal radiologist to better read films and images, or even to pursue things like further training in musculoskeletal ultrasound. If you want to kind of move beyond that and tailor beyond that, I didn't realize how much they support you doing that here.
We have a joint examination, injection, and ultrasound workshop that the fellows will go through joint by joint each week. And so what we do is Dr. Delavchek will teach examination of a particular joint, for example, the shoulder. And then Dr. Kumar will teach ultrasound of the shoulder. And then I will teach using some mannequins that we have injection of the shoulder. And we go through each week on a different joint so that our fellows, hopefully by the end of that workshop series, feel very comfortable, at least with the basics of injection, and then they start to get their hands-on experience with real patients as the fellowship ensues.
I think one reason we're a really good program is you can come here and not really be sure what career path you want from rheumatology, and we are prepared to help prepare you for that pathway. We have opportunities in basic research, we have opportunities in clinical research, and we love people who come here to learn how to teach, who just want to leave here and teach rheumatology, whether it be in an academic setting or in a private practice setting that still continues to teach students and residents.
You do have a pediatric rheumatology experience.
I know only a few programs I interviewed at had such pediatric exposure.
I think that being an adult rheumatologist helps you already. So I don't think people should be nervous. And if anything, we're very supportive of somebody saying, I haven't examined a child for 2 years. And we'll say, okay, we'll do it with you.
The pediatric rheumatology staff are also accomplished researchers and can serve as great faculty mentors with clinical and basic science research.
One of the things that I do research in is juvenile arthritis, but also linear scleroderma or morphia. And so I have a special interest in that, and I have a lot of patients with it. My partner, Dr. Polly Ferguson, is a world expert in CRMO, chronic recurrent multifocal osteomyelitis. And so coming here, you will see a lot of those cases and become well versed in them and how they are diagnosed and treated.
So our fellows get a very individualized experience here. We have an awesome division chief who's very focused as faculty on us pursuing the careers that we want to pursue, and that trickles down to the fellows as well. We want the fellows to get the customized experience that they are seeking and to be able to pursue the careers that they want to pursue.
For those of you that are interested in a career in education, there are some additional opportunities as well. One of them is a FACE program, and FACE is an acronym that stands for Fellows and Faculty as Clinician Educators. And it's a year-long program typically done in the second year of fellowship that really focuses on teaching skills.
Well, I did mine during my second year, and it meets several times during the year, and I found it very helpful just for many reasons during either preparation for the lectures or teaching in small groups and so on.
What was most attractive for me is that I'm interested in academic career. So there is a second year track for FACE program, which is Fellows as Clinician Educator. I think that will add a lot for my future development.
Our fellowship does do some type of scholarly activity during their fellowship, and this can run the gamut from very focused on an educational project to writing up case presentations, interesting cases, to specific research projects.
The research is kind of whatever you want to make it. I come from a background where we had a lot of Spanish migrant workers in Michigan, and I've done some work in Mexico. So for me, tailoring to that population was something I'm pretty passionate about. And here they support kind of what you're passionate about.
We have many faculty members with a wide spectrum of research interests, so it depends on the fellow's specific research interest area. You're likely to find the right mentor for you.
Had some experience at several institutions so far. For comparison, I believe strongly that the University of Iowa Rheumatology training program is excellent because it provides the breadth of training that a rheumatologist needs.
If you come here, you will have an exceptional education and you will have an edge over other folks who are just have a very superficial understanding of how the immune system works.
You know, it wasn't just one thing that really interested me here. I think it was kind of a bunch of little things that really culminated into me kind of falling in love with the program here. Not just the Midwestern atmosphere, which I think is kind of unique in this warm, welcoming kind of way, but it was also the opportunities they offered here that really kind of drew me in. It allowed me to kind of make this fellowship into what I want it to be and help me kind of shape my future practice.
I don't think I would have ever thought we would end up in Iowa for the rest of our lives, and now both my husband and I are really happy here and foresee ourselves likely staying here for the rest of our lives.
Whichever pathway you see for yourself, we have the tools, and we would love to help prepare you for that pathway.